there seems little need to explain. We know much about darkness. But the prophecy of Isaiah is that into darkness a great light will shine, and tonight, in the darkness of the church, the candles burn. They hold the darkness back, just barely hold it back. And in the darkness of that Judean night, in the midst of nowhere, to parents who were nobody, the child was born. Whoever it was that delivered him slapped his bare backside to start the breath going, and he cried out, as each one of us cries out at the shock and strangeness of being born into the darkness of the world. Then, as the Gospels picture it, all heaven broke loose. Who knows what the facts of Jesus' birth actually were? As for myself, the longer I live, the more inclined I am to believe in miracles. But of course, that is not the point, because the gospel writers are not interested in primarily the facts of the birth, but in the significance, the meaning for them of that birth. Just as the people that love us are not really interested primarily in the facts of our birth, but what it means and what it meant for them when we were born, and how for them the world was never the same, how their whole lives were charged with new significance. So really, we gather here tonight because this child, in the man that he grew up to be, in him there is the power of God to bring light into our darkness, to make us whole, to give us a new kind of life to anyone who turns toward him in faith, even to such as you and me. This then is what Matthew and Luke are trying to say in their stories of how he was born, and this is the truth that no language seemed too miraculous to them to convey. So what is left to us then is the greatest question of them all. How do we know whether or not this is true? How do we find out for ourselves whether in this child born so long ago there really is the power to give us a new kind of life, and with both suffering and joy are immeasurably deepened, a new kind of life in which little by little we begin to be able to love even our friends, at moments even our enemies, maybe even at last ourselves a little. How do we begin to answer that question? Adeste fidelis. That is the only answer I know for people who want to find out whether or not this is true. Come, all ye faithful, all ye who would like to be faithful if only you could, all ye who walk in darkness and yet hunger for light. Have faith enough, hope enough, despair enough, foolishness enough, at least to draw near to see for yourselves. Adeste fidelis. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Speak to him or be silent before him in whatever way seems right to you and at whatever time. Come to him with empty hands. The great promise is that to come to him who was born at Bethlehem is to find coming to birth within ourselves something stronger and braver, gladder and kinder and holier than we ever knew before or that ever we could have known without him. Adeste fidelis, come and see, because this night changes everything.